Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And here we have another great article from Fierce Wireless, which I will leave in the description down below so you guys can check it out. Verizon says fixed wireless access growth won't impact network capacity. So here's several reasons why Hans Vestberg is saying this. So Hans Vestberg yesterday spoke at the CBS conference, and he was quoted on a few things. Actually, it was the UBS conference. Sorry. He was quoted on a few things, and I want to attach another link to another article in the description down below as to several reasons why they're not concerned with capacity. So for one, they're not going to allow every single person onto the sector, of course, right? If there's 200 homes in a given neighborhood that latch onto a sector, they're not going to allow all 200 people onto the sector. That's one, right? They're still managing that. There's still some cutoff for Verizon in that scenario. For two, they are now starting to install the repeaters, the millimeter wave repeaters. So for maybe a large apartment complex or a large office building, right, that may be currently being served by C-band, they can easily now with these repeaters extend the range of millimeter wave and offload those people onto millimeter wave. And not only offload the macro, but with the millimeter wave, right? They have like 800 megahertz channels. They can now add more people in that apartment complex as an example as to how they can create more capacity very quickly. And that's why Verizon is taking like several steps on this millimeter wave deployment, right? One, you had to grind it out. You had to build the nodes on the street level. You had to deploy the fiber. And Verizon did that 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. They're still deploying it to this day. Now they're adding in repeaters that are like point to point. So if you can extend the range, right, your millimeter wave node is some ways away. You now install a repeater in a location nearby, and now you can extend the range of that signal so people can connect to millimeter wave even further away. So, and that's the article the other article that I'll leave in the description down below so you guys can check it out. It's being done in Houston for now. So that's going to take some time to scale. But you guys can see the grind, the investment, the time it's going to take. But eventually Verizon is going to have a very compelling fixed wireless access product that's going to have a very good mix of C-band and millimeter wave. And in neighborhoods, especially where they're deploying just a couple of nodes, they can easily now extend the signal with these repeaters and make it a great experience for everyone in the neighborhood. Whereas before, they may have had to deploy more nodes to extend the range of millimeter wave. Now they can do it with repeaters. So it's very smart, right? It's very strategic. It's cost effective in that sense too. If you can just repeat the signal, that's not going to require additional fiber to be deployed where these repeaters are going. So it's a win-win for Verizon. And I think eventually with time, the others will have to do similar deployments. I truly believe that because Verizon is going to set the standard. Just like with LTE, Verizon went with LTE first. Everyone else was doing something different. Sprint went with WiMAX. T-Mobile was doing HSPA+. AT&T was still heavily doing HSPA. Verizon went to LTE. And then what happened? They set the standard. Everybody was like, oh, this LTE is nice. And then what happened? Everyone else shifted to LTE. So in this case, I don't think it's the last that we're going to hear of millimeter wave. I think Verizon is setting the standard. And I think the likes of T-Mobile and AT&T will have to somewhat follow that standard because it's going to create a huge performance gap eventually. As they get repeaters going, that will also allow mobile connections to connect to those repeaters. So the speed difference is going to be severe. Verizon's going to pick up drastically on these averages as they gain higher percentage of usage from millimeter wave in downtown cores with these repeaters. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I'll leave both of the links in the description so you guys can check them out. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel for more. T-Mobile is presenting today at UBS, so we'll be tuned in for that. We'll make some videos. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.